Set 50 years after the events of Red Faction Guerrilla, where the surface of Mars has become uninhabitable, you control Darius Mason, grandson of Alec and Samania from the last game, who is accused of unleashing hell upon Mars in the form of very angry, very ugly ancient Martian creatures. The demo sees you fighting these monsters as you travel through a cavernous underground area on your way to meet with an ally. These are my impressions of the demo for Red Faction Armageddon. The demo starts off with a very nicely done cinematic cutscene in which the characters and facial animations look great, and it's directed in a very dynamic way. If they're all like that in the full game, then it will make dramatic story moments even more enjoyable. When you first begin to take control of Darius, the character controls feel very good, and it's very easy to handle, so once you get used to it, you'll be using all your equipment and weapons very efficiently in no time thanks to the simple and easy control scheme. The environments featured look very detailed, but the colours are all browns, greys and reds, much like in Guerrilla. This is obviously a bit hard to change as the game's set on Mars underground, but hopefully the full game will see more interesting colours and more vibrant sections of the planet of Mars, just to allow for a bit more variety. Talking of visuals, the explosions, gun blasts, lighting effects, etc. all look really good. This is what made blowing stuff up in Guerrilla, for me, really good. And it's even better here. It's just very satisfying destroying things, which is one of the main elements of the game. Destruction is back and it's better than ever, and you're able to bring down all sorts of structures and materials. There are now even more ways of using destruction to your advantage to take down enemies, with powerful new additions to your arsenal. Examples include the charge launcher, which lets you fire and detonate explosive charges, which is handy for clearing a path or obliterating enemies. There's a magnet gun, which lets you fire one magnet which acts as an anchor, and a second which acts as an attractor, and the latter pulls the former, which lets you kill enemies by crushing them with bits of the environment around you. For me, this was easily the best part of the demo, and just an incredibly fun weapon to play around with. As soon as you pick it up, you'll just want to experiment with the sort of destruction that it's capable of, and it's just really fun. There's a singularity cannon which creates a mini black hole that sucks in all around it before exploding spectacularly. And for those of you who prefer good old bullets, there's an assault rifle if you just want to kill aliens the old-fashioned way. One of the main features of the game is the Nano Forge, which now not only allows you to destroy stuff with powers such as an impact ability, which generates a blast and knocks back all in its path, but you can now repair objects that have previously been damaged. So as well as the obligatory bridge rebuilding sequences, it can also be very useful in the way that you can use a part of a building to launch at an enemy, and then rebuild it again when you need to access that area. I'm sure the full game will present many more interesting uses for this, as it seems to be a big part of the gameplay. Towards the end of the demo, you'll be able to control a mech suit equipped with a machine gun, missile launcher and deadly charging and melee attacks. It's great fun to storm around in it and crush everything in your way, and it's pretty awesome to be able to smash through walls, pillars and other structures to reach your target before executing them with a brutal close quarters kill. Armageddon is going for a more linear, story-driven feel to the missions, and this is definitely clear from the demo. I enjoyed Red Faction Guerrilla a lot because of the world being a huge playground of destruction, so I was a little bit concerned about the new direction of Armageddon. The more focused levels mean the action is more intense and comes a lot more frequently, which is a good thing, and long driving sections across boring terrain are gone, but I personally will miss driving around an open world, taking on various side missions or just causing random destruction of whatever I can find. Overall, I probably won't be buying it on release, not because I don't like it, but merely because I'm playing and planning to play a lot of other games, but Red Faction Armageddon will definitely go on my increasingly long list of games to buy at some point, thanks to the immensely fun combat and destruction, as well as what seems like a really good multiplayer portion of the game too. If you're a fan of Red Faction in general, then I'm sure you've already pre-ordered this. If like me you've played Guerrilla and want to know if this is for you, then I would definitely recommend trying the demo to get a feel for it. And if you've never played a Red Faction game before, then maybe now might be the chance to experience the destruction and mayhem that the games provide. Thanks very much for watching. As before, please leave comments, I really do appreciate the feedback, and I will leave you with a trailer for the full game.
They don't call Mars the Red Planet for nothing. 3 wars in 3 generations. They brought their armies, we brought our hammers. But this enemy's different. A madman who's thrown our world into chaos. He has thousands of men, and countless more who are not men.
My children, this is the power I've promised you. The power to rule Mars. Who will stop us?
You hear that?